Oh, hi there. I am displeased with the education system and the social norms of today's society. I don't think they're entirely fitting of what exactly the world should be like. I'm a typical Canadian boy, so I don't really have too much to worry about on the surface anyway. There's quite a number of things to take into consideration that you don't think about when you're younger. But the idea of telling people what to think as opposed to how to think, it still applies to today's environment. They tell us how to think anyway, except it's in a more accepting and understandable tone. But the problem is there are other people out there who don't think like that, and to expect any kind of reasonable response from them is just not going to happen. What I'm concerned about is I went to high school. I wasn't homeschooled or anything like that. I have a different perception of reality in my current circumstances than other people do because I grew up within my household in a different environment. This is just for show, so just calm down. If you even know what it is. Anyway, yeah, uh, there's lots going on in the world, and unfortunately, the youth have to be instructed on how to think on certain subjects, and not everyone's going to agree. That is for certain. I mean, I would certainly be up in arms if my children were being taught something that I didn't agree with, but depending on who's in charge and what their agenda is, certain things are to be understood and accepted. Uh, I personally don't agree with how the youth are being instructed these days. Um, they're not living up to their full potential. I know I didn't have the opportunity when I was younger because it was predetermined that I was not going to be successful in life because I didn't like to read books. And they catalog all this stuff from when you're in elementary school to high school, and they judge you based on your character. I remember being in high school, and my English teacher in grade 12, he didn't give a single test or anything like that. He just assumed if you read the book or not. And it was the people with money that got the A's and the high B's and made it to university and spent money. And it was quite easy to determine who those people were. Now, I'm not going to say the thing I want to say, Chinese military capability, but hey, man, I don't think we were given a fair shake. And some people are going to cry crocodile tears over that and not give a damn. And I wouldn't blame them. But it doesn't mean that people like us should sit back and just take it. Yeah, I could have gone to school. I could still go to school, and it would be paid for actually through various means. But I'm working on projects, and I've got an okay job right now, so it's not an immediate concern of mine. However, yeah, there are other things to think about, and you have to understand that these problems that I'm talking about are not going to go away. If anything, they'll get worse. And do you really want the next generation to go through the similar problems that you went through, except worse? Do you want them to not be successful? Do you want them to not, be the best they can be? I know the very prospect of that, the dehumanizing of civilization, is something that bothers me. Well, I'm gonna make a whole series of videos and see where it goes from there. Anyway, if you watch this, thank you. Have a good day.